The city of Tokyo never truly sleeps, but its last trains carry a different kind of silence. A quiet chill descends with the night as Yuki embarks on her usual, solitary journey home. The station platform was eerily deserted, bathed in the anemic glow of overhead fluorescence. A sense of unease settled upon her, the cold seeping into her bones even before the train arrived. Finally, the last train hissed to a halt, its doors gliding open to reveal a dimly lit, almost empty carriage. Yuki stepped inside, a heavy sigh escaping her lips, seeking a moment of respite. She found a secluded seat by the window, hoping to lose herself in the passing cityscape. But the train's rhythmic clatter only amplified the unsettling quiet that permeated the air. As the train pulled away, the journey began to feel inexplicably longer, the darkness outside the window pressing in. Yuki shivered, a premonition of something unsettling beginning to stir within her. Then her gaze drifted across the nearly vacant carriage. Her eyes caught on a small figure, seated perfectly still on the opposite side, bathed in a strange, pale light. A girl, young, dressed in a pristine white dress, like something from another era. Her posture was unnervingly rigid, her presence commanding an almost breathless attention in the empty space. Yuki's heart gave a sudden, cold lurch. The girl's face was unnaturally pale, almost translucent, as if the light itself was draining the color from her skin. Her eyes, they were enormous dark pools, reflecting the dim carriage lights with an eerie, unnatural brilliance. They seemed to stare, not at Yuki, but through her, into something beyond. A primal instinct told Yuki to look away, to pretend she hadn't seen. She fixed her gaze on the window, trying to dismiss the image, but the girl's presence was palpable. Each click-clack of the wheels echoed the frantic beat of Yuki's own heart. She felt an invisible weight of observation, a silent, unsettling scrutiny that made her skin crawl. Summoning courage, Yuki risked another glance. The girl remained, unmoving, her large, luminous eyes still fixed on nothing. The stillness was profoundly disturbing. The train lurched slightly around a bend, but the girl didn't sway, didn't shift. She seemed unnaturally anchored, defying the motion of the moving vehicle as if weightless. It was as if she wasn't truly sitting, but hovering just above the seat, her feet never touching the floor. A phantom traveler, untouched by the physics of the journey. Yuki felt a prickle of cold sweat on her neck. This wasn't just strange, it was impossible. Her mind raced, searching for a rational explanation, finding none. The carriage suddenly felt colder, the air thinner. Yuki pulled her jacket tighter, but the chill was deeper than the train's temperature. It was an internal dread growing stronger. She instinctively reached for her phone, a desperate attempt for connection, for reality. But the screen's reflection only showed her own terrified face and a faint, distorted glimpse behind her. Yuki quickly put the phone away, the reflection a ghostly reminder of the girl's unchanging gaze. She stared rigidly forward, pretending preoccupation, but every nerve was alight. The rhythmic sway of the train became a hypnotic, terrifying pulse. Yuki felt trapped, her destination still miles away, the silent observer just meters opposite her. She closed her eyes for a fleeting second, wishing for it all to vanish. When she opened them, the girl was still there, a silent, unmoving sentinel of the night. Panic began to churn in Yuki's stomach. She had to get off, to escape this chilling encounter. The next station couldn't come fast enough. Finally, the train began to slow, the brakes screeching faintly. A station approached, a beacon of escape in the suffocating darkness of the carriage. Yuki scrambled to her feet, her movements stiff, avoiding any glance toward the girl. She hurried towards the closing doors, her sole focus on the platform outside. As the doors hissed open, Yuki stepped out onto the deserted platform, gasping a silent breath of relief. She had made it. She was safe. Or so she thought. A sudden, intense pressure, a feeling of being watched, gripped her. The air around her grew heavy, impossibly cold, as if something lingered. She whirled around, her heart pounding against her ribs. But there was nothing. The train carriage windows reflected only her own startled image. Then a sensation. A fleeting, icy touch, like a child's cold hand, brushed over her shoulder, sending a jolt of pure terror through her. Yuki cried out, stumbling backward. She spun wildly, searching the empty platform, the closing train doors, but there was absolutely no one there. The train doors slammed shut with a final, echoing thud. With a low rumble, the carriage began to pull away, leaving Yuki utterly alone on the cold, dark platform. She stood there, trembling, clutching her shoulder, the phantom chill of that touch still lingering on her skin. The girl was gone, but the fear remained, a stark reality. The following day, a heavy cloud hung over Yuki. The memory of the previous night was vivid, unsettling, making it hard to concentrate at work. She overheard hushed conversations amongst her colleagues, their voices low, eyes wide with a shared unease. Their topic of discussion sent an immediate chill down her spine. They spoke of the very train line she had taken, specifically the last journey of the night. Tales of strange occurrences, whispered warnings about uncanny sightings. A pale, small girl, one colleague recounted, seen sitting in the carriages after midnight. She would appear, then vanish without a trace, baffling everyone who saw her. Another colleague confirmed the stories, adding details of her unnaturally still posture, her hauntingly bright eyes, a specter of the tracks. Yuki listened, her blood turning to ice. Her experience wasn't a nightmare, it was a shared reality. The girl was real, or at least her haunting presence was. From that terrifying night, Yuki swore off the last train forever. The mere thought of it sent shivers down her spine, a profound sense of dread she couldn't shake. But the story didn't end with Yuki. The legend of the spectral passenger spread, becoming a chilling urban myth among late-night commuters on that particular line. Those who travel late on that route still recount encounters with the enigmatic figure. A pale girl who appears and disappears without cause, a silent observer from the void. No blood, no screams, no violence. Just an ethereal presence, a haunting gaze, an inexplicable terror that leaves its mark deep within the mind. The girl on the late train remains an unsolved mystery, a silent phantom forever etched into the cold steel and dim lights of Tokyo's final journey. Her legend is a chilling whisper carried on the night wind, a fear that defies explanation, a ghost story that will never truly end.